Controller Conversations! Welcome back to Amori.
Oh,
That's some
Or we all die.
Fun fact, that actually is in the schedule.
that game made me cry.
It made me afraid of
times.
mirrors.
Oh wait,
yeah.
I've heard of that game.
It's vegan
Why have I heard about that game?
because it's vegan. Well, goodbye.
Okay. I saw a meme a little while ago that showed Sunny, like it was like a fan art that showed Sunny sitting next to Lucas, and it just says "frat boys." Frat is short for fratricide.
Oh,
Oh my.
Oh no, bro. Oh no.
I just thought that was really funny.
Both of their brothers are deceasified.
Stay
All right.
When Winona Ryder, we're fighting the actress? What?
Oh yeah, I remember Winona, or as Will calls her, Whitney.
That's her name.
Is that real lore?
Little context for this. Will was playing this game like on the bus on the way back from school. I can't remember if it was middle school or high school, but
High school.
he's all like, I'm about to fight Whitney. I'm like, you mean Winona? And then Will just responds with, no, I'm right.
I also said I was gonna learn to mod GBA games so I could make a ROM where her name is Whitney.
That's
so
not
right.
hard to do.
No, it's not, but I had ADHD, so I gave up.
I can respect that.
They probably have a GUI just for that.
We.
Yeah, we.
Yeah, it was kind of hard. I like started learning it. It was a little bit hard for me to learn.
Anyway, okay, so random question. Best controller.
I like?
Oh.
For preference?
Just completely in general.
Ooh.
Bro, actually, I have a giga hot take here.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, let's hear it. Nuclear hot take?
First of all, Mitty, I'll kill you. Second of all, he's trying to steal my saltines.
Your
Little
cat is
bastard.
fucking wild.
Dude, Mitty is a bingus.
Oh, Vengus the cat, my man.
Bingus.
Anyway,
My
Waffle.
molten hot take is Powerade brand Xbox controller.
Powerade?
Power A.
Oh, I heard Powerade too.
That's super fair, but also wrong.
Yeah, it's true.
Let me take a look at that shit.
Definitely is wrong.
It's basically a pretty good like third-party controller, but what's nice about it is it has two programmable buttons where you're
Xbox One or just
Xbox. What I don't know. I'm old.
Yes,
One
the
of
one
the
controller.
one of the Nintendos.
it's an
It's got-
Xbox controller.
For the
it's
Xbox
got-
One, yeah.
Two programmable buttons where your ring fingers go.
Oh.
Oh, towards
Which
the...
Your Elden
hills?
Ring is fucking nice because then you can sprint and move and look at the same time.
Daniel bought
Very
Elden Ring,
nice.
but then he couldn't play it.
Yeah, so now I'm gonna have to get Elden Ring
All right.
Alright,
on the PS5.
Oh yeah, we
Daniel,
have a
what's
PS.
your-
I have a PS5 now.
what's your,
Oh,
what's your favorite controller, Daniel?
Gotta go with the Wii Classic controller. Honestly, best
Ooh.
thing I've ever played.
Wait, actually, or are you just
Pretty, yeah.
That'd be pretty pog, but I don't know. I kind of like the Switch controller. Not gonna lie.
Oh, the Pro controller.
Yeah.
Good choice.
Pro
Just
controller.
feels
I also have a PowerA Pro controller.
that is a good choice.
the Switch Pro
Um,
controller is way.
It's very good.
is
It's very
high up there.
ergonomically pleasant to hold. I'm gonna say the 360 controller.
The 360 controller.
I have one here right now, actually, with me that I use for my controller when I play fighting games. But it just, I don't know. I got like bigger hands too, and I don't know. I feel like the 360 controller, because it kind of flares out toward the top, just kind of lends itself for larger hands, which is
See-
very comfortable.
All right. All right, so I had to think about this for a second, okay? So cause I was gonna say the GameCube controller, but then I realized just kind of have to dock points because playing SNES games with it is miserable.
Through large A
Just because
button,
the
small B
button
button.
placements, compare that to say honestly the DualShock, which is kind of similar in shape with with the exception of the analog stick placements, just because it's got just the shape's kind of similar, but it's a lot better for those kinds of games. But I mean, ultimately, at the end of the day, it is essentially an SNES controller with tits and thighs.
Shock? Literally agree.
But honestly, I think the Switch Pro controller is my favorite.
Yeah.
It's
Carrie,
pretty good.
favorite controller?
And
And I know what you're gonna say, so don't say it.
Oh,
But tell
What
me your
am I
favorite
gonna-
controller.
my favorite controller. To be fair, my experience with controllers is not very thorough, so I don't have one.
I'm sorry,
I am-
Carrie. Was that the fucking question?
Yeah, actually, he asked me what my favorite one is, and I don't have one.
It wasn't. The question wasn't. Do you have a favorite?
Well,
What is your...
okay.
Wow, Will.
So
Look
if
at this
excuse me,
linguistics
you will
major
have
out here.
You will have to understand that it will not be based off of knowing very many controllers, so I can't give you.
Bro, people have political opinions all the time based on nothing.
That is true.
Can't wait for that to be quoted.
I don't know, Evan. What was the one that I played at your place that I was like, oh, this is a nice controller? There was one of them that I said that for. Do you remember?
All right. Well, okay. Let me send a few pictures of the controllers that I know you've held.
Okay, and then I can conjure up the feeling of holding it in my hand.
All right. To start off as a perfect example of something I'll just drop a few pictures here. Is one.
This is it.
And the one that I feel like I have the most experience with is the PlayStation 2 one.
Yeah.
The DualShock.
Well, that's
Yeah,
that's
and
pretty much every PlayStation controller's like that.
Is it okay? I didn't know, but I feel like those are really comfortable. I don't know. I think they're smaller, and so I think it works well with my hand size.
Anyway, I'm just gonna send a few pictures of controllers that I know you've held.
Ah, yes, the Wii. That's my favorite controller right there.
Wait, are you real or are you?
I
Carrie?
I am fake. I do not actually exist.
Oh, okay. Hot fucking.
Carrie
hate-
is fictional.
I hate the N64 controller.
That's not a hot take. That is
That's
not
a
a hot
common
take.
take.
What did he say?
Just grow a third arm, Will. Come on.
Duh. I
Oh,
said
that
I
one.
hate the N64 controller. I know people who like it a lot.
I didn't mind it.
Oh, this is fucking
I
weird.
think it's the
people.
dumbest controller I've ever held.
Oh no, bar none.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why would you
GameCube
make a
was kinda
Trident controller? Fuck Nintendo.
weird. I do think the PlayStation one's my favorite, but we'll see if Evan can pull up any that tops that.
The DualShock's pretty good.
2 is very nice.
I don't really remember if you've held this
I
one or
am-
not, but
I am nostalgic to the fact.
No, I don't think
that-
so.
I'm nostalgic to the fact that I play Ace Combat with the DualShock 2.
Anyway, the GameCube
nice.
controller was the one that we used when we played both Mario Party 5 and also WarioWare.
Yeah.
What?
When we were up at the beach.
I mean, that one was fine too, but I think the PlayStation one beats it. I don't know if it's just because that's what my memory is of a child and that's what I'm used to, and if I was introduced to another one first, I would choose a different one, but...
Or maybe it's just because it has tits and thighs.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah, definitely. That's what I'm always looking for.
Amen.
And a controller.
You and me both, sister.
Can I say something that will make me sound like a dumbass? And it's because I am.
Sure,
Yeah.
I love being a dumbass. Keep bring it.
Yeah, Carrie Vito.
Ooh.
Sorry, you did not deserve that. Actually.
Wow. A little bit of bite on.
I feel like Will is just bringing it up 7 notches this time compared to usual.
I really
Bring up
have
the
to just like on
He is,
everyone.
well, there he is, Zatu. He only hit that double flicky. Go ahead.
I don't like the GameCube controller because I don't fucking know how the bumpers work.
Really?
Oh.
They're analog.
Because sometimes games, it won't trigger until you, like, hit the bottom. And sometimes they'll trigger when you start registering.
Yeah, so here's the thing
And
about
it's, like,
this.
really inconsistent, and it's really annoying.
Yeah, the thing is they're completely analog, and therefore it's really just dependent on what the game designers chose would be best.
I see.
And other ones, like the strength of like the thing that you do with the button is completely dependent on how much you push it in. Like say Flood in Super Mario Sunshine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I will say I really like the button layout on the GameCube controller, with the main button being right in the middle.
Yeah, and then everything being like right next to the main button.
Yeah, it was pretty intuitive, even for someone like me.
Although I will say, like having like the 4 buttons is not a bad system.
No, the problem with the button diamond is that no one's consistent with it.
Yeah,
Right,
exactly.
because Xbox is different, right?
The GameCube
Xbox
lets you know
A
what
is-
button is the main
All right,
button.
all right, all
A
right.
and B are switched, and X and Y are switched on the
So
Xbox.
let's go down the list,
PlayStation
okay?
uses fucking shapes.
Okay. So
Which is
Nintendo
honestly more confusing.
used the button diamond first with the SNES controller, and they have kept to that button layout ever since.
Respect.
I at least when they're using the diamond. When they're not using the diamond, they're doing their own thing, like with the GameCube or the N64.
Or the Wii.
But like when they have it, it's always been the same
the Wii,
thing.
what the fuck?
Okay, we got that all down. Okay. So here's the next problem. The problem really comes in when you think about PlayStation. Because PlayStation uses symbols instead of letters. And in Japan, they're in the same places that, the correspondence to the symbols is the same as with a Nintendo controller, but they were flipped in America and I think Europe as well.
What? Wait. So what is a Japanese?
So, okay. With the Japanese PlayStation controller, circles confirm and X is deny. Or in other words, circle is A, X is B.
Are they in the same physical position?
They're in the same physical position,
Oh,
it's
but
just what
their
they're...
use is different.
Yeah, so it's the same as all of Nintendo's controllers as a result of that.
That's so fucking weird.
Keep in mind that PlayStation was Japan first, and they chose to change it in America. Made it even more annoying when the PlayStation 5 came out, and this was after PlayStation moved their headquarters to California, and now, even if you're in Japan, it uses the American button layout.
Which for Japanese people is probably super confusing.
Speaking of the American button layout, the next offender of it with letters was Sega. Now, here's the thing. I know what Sega was going for. Their previous controllers were 6 buttons, and with the layout being like A on the bottom and B on the right, for example, that is exactly the same as like how a Genesis or Saturn 6 button pad would look. It just doesn't have the C and Z buttons. So when you think about it that way, it kind of makes sense. But then Xbox did the same thing as Sega, identically.
So Evan,
Yes.
you're having a great time solving this puzzle.
I wasn't gonna say anything.
I hate this shit. I hate this.
Just go to the.
No.
I mean,
no.
I'm not gonna do the right answer. Just because you...
Same mistake.
We can't fucking, because it's a recording.
We can't backseat him. Yeah. You got it. GG, shake his hand.
I got it.
Yay.
I got it!
GG.
Oh.
Almost got hit with the mix there. There
Alright.
she is, Winona Ryder. And all her...
Wow. Fucking Gabe destroyed.
What is your problem?
It's
you
Pokemon
freak?
Center time.
Oh my god, you freak.
Okay,
Did you see that
so,
amazing name right there? Did it
yeah.
do things?
so, worst controller.
Oh, that I have held and hate?
Oh, actually, the single Switch controller.
Oh, the
I
Joy-Con?
don't know. I
But-
don't know if it's worse. It's the worst, but I don't like it.
How about the Xbox Duke?
The original
I've
Xbox
The
controller?
original Xbox controller with the oval buttons.
Yeah, this shit is horrid. Yeah.
Oh wait,
And it's gigantic too.
I've seen this
Yeah, it's terrible.
like in person in real life.
Yeah.
I'd have to say least favorite probably goes to N64.
N64?
Yeah.
And 64's
Cause like, why the fuck am I holding the middle penis bar? To use the
Well,
analog stick.
And how
So-
can
It's
one
like
not
obviously it's like the
compare to
game's supposed to like
Bless you.
I love this image that I'm just gonna send right now of the Duke. Because that's just what it's...
Gizmodo reviews. Yeah.
Somebody just sent that to me, so that's all I can say
actually-
about that.
Oh, somebody just sent that to you?
No, well, someone sent it to me last night.
Okay. So I actually, now that I remember, this is like unlocking ancient memories. Evan. Oh, no, okay, no, right, you did it.
Oh, dialogue time, by the way. I am Winona, the leader of the 4-tree Pokemon Gym. I have become one with bird Pokemon and have soared the skies. However grueling the battle, we have triumphed with grace. Witness the elegant choreography of bird Pokemon and I.
Robert, give me the badge.
Give me the badge.
Will, go ahead with your memory.
Give me the badge.
So, I've actually used the Duke.
Mm.
And that image is not, like, very inaccurate.
Okay.
Because I was also 7. And I don't have big hands as an adult.
I just want to know...
my hands were 7 molecules each. Like, I had small fucking hands.
Alright. I just want to note real quick. I just want to note real quick. So I can tell that this is not the original Duke, but actually a reissue for, like, Xbox One. Or maybe Xbox Series X, one of those. But because it has one of the things that I find absolutely stupid about, like, modern Xbox controllers, and that's instead of start and select, you have 3 lines and 2 squares.
And isn't it typically options and share, or is that...
That's PlayStation. That's PlayStation.
Yes, PlayStation.
And then Nintendo has plus and minus now.
Muscle and mine on the controller.
Nobody uses start and select anymore.
This one's got... I have 3. I have 3 lines, 2 rectangles, and then, like, a bracket.
Yeah, that's a modern Xbox controller.
With an arrow pointing out of it. What does that even mean? If I press it, what happens?
Oh, it just shoots an arrow right through your chest and kills you.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Crazy that you can actually, reload those Xbox controller bolts like a crossbow. You just, like, put it on the ground and you just, like, pull the edges of the controllers up and it rearms it. You have to buy the bolt separately, which sucks, but, Microsoft doesn't surprise me.
Yeah. Oh, I also have the Xbox button, which opens up the Xbox overlay.
Yeah.
Let's record that.
So, Xbox overlay, hot take, is not that bad.
Awful? Oh.
But the problem is, I just don't play any games where it becomes useful.
I don't own any variety of Xbox, so I do not know what... Is it still the same as it was on the 360?
Oh, no, I'm talking about on Windows.
Oh, yeah.
Like the overlay.
Game overlay.
Control G, is that it? Yeah.
That's right. Xbox is also on Windows.
Xbox, Bing porn.
Jesus Christ. You know what? I do remember when the Xbox One first came out. I don't know, this just reminded me of this. When the Xbox One first came out, the TV ad for it was just this guy sitting on his couch like, this is why I love my Xbox One. But like he says Xbox One, he says Xbox on in the ad to show that yes, you can turn it on that way. And people complained that this guy in this commercial was turning on their Xboxes.
I thought that was for the Kinect. Was that for the Xbox One?
That's for the Xbox One.
The Kinect was paired with the One.
No. With the Kinect, you just say Xbox.
Xbox. Well, the
goddamn upstanding this.
The Xbox. Fucking Jesus Christ. What's it called? The Kinect came out.
The Kinect came out on 360.
Yeah. I got it. I got the Kinect on release. And
nice.
Hot take. Okay, so we had like the ABC channel Wipeout.
Yeah.
That game, and it was not fun. The Star Wars game, it was not fun. But Connect Fruit Ninja.
Connect.
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, that's
sir.
I've heard about this. This is like actually
so fucking good.
This is what I've heard. This is like actually the best use of Kinect there was.
Oh, absolutely. No, it was really fucking well done.
And the tracking was like super. Like I don't know what it was for Fruit Ninja, but like the tracking was so precise.
It was so It was like straight up an actually amazing.
Hey, speaking of Kinect, or I guess more specifically, speaking of trying to capture the trends of the Wii's runaway success, remember PlayStation Move?
Yeah, with that weird ass vibrator controller.
It looks like a fucking dildo.
Yeah, it looks like a vibrator. But like that one didn't even like. PlayStation Move did not see anywhere near the level of fame of even the Kinect.
No, it did not.
Because
Kinect.
the Kinect at least was memed.
Okay, the Kinect, for all for all the shitting on it that people do, it was still actually kind of successful.
It's motion tracking, of course. And also,
It was really not that bad
like,
either. For like, obviously it's not the first product of its type, but like, I feel like the issue was just like game designers not knowing what to do.
Exactly.
Yes.
The issue is that it had Sonic free riders on it.
like VR,
Hawk's
you know,
downhill
like
gem.
a bunch of people are like, oh, I don't want to get a VR headset because like I don't have like the room to like walk around with a headset. Where it's like, you know, there are lots of games, not lots, but there's a few games for VR where like Star Trek Bridge Command, where you're like sitting at a thing in the game, and you're also sitting in a chair in real life, and that's like so nice. Like obviously not every VR game should be like that, but I think that that's very underrated as like an idea of like how to do things. And like Fruit Ninja's like way different. Like Kinect was like, oh, you like control this person and you like lean to the right or the left, or you like jump to like do things, but you can't like run because you run into the fucking TV. It's just like game designers just didn't know what to do with the technology, and the technology was actually fairly good.
Yeah. I used VR. I've used VR once.
In Japan, right?
Oh, I mean, okay, that's a different thing.
Oh, okay.
No, but like, yes, Japan. I definitely remember Club Sega. But
Oh, did you do it or?
I remember Evan doing it.
yeah, I did
thought
do
it
it.
it?
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah, I think
I didn't.
no, Carrie did not. You
still
you
have
were
that-
you
I
were at
still
that
have-
point where you just wanted to sit down. I remember.
I was feeling sick.
The
I saw that video of Nolan and the guy like giving the thumbs up, and it's so
yeah.
funny. I'm gonna post it actually. I'm gonna find it.
Anyway, no, this was an example where Daniel, who, if he's been talking, Discord's been fucking with him again. Yeah, Daniel brought a friend over. Who was that the case actually?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's really annoying.
Getting
I don't know when
bamboozled.
you've been cut off.
Okay, so yeah, yeah, Daniel brought a friend over who brought one of these, one of those, like, I think it was Oculus, actually. I don't know.
Oh, custard.
Huh?
Oh, custard.
General Custer.
Yeah. Anyway, I played Super Hot on it for a little while.
Knuckles.
Oh, okay.
VR.
And, you know,
The
it was,
Knuckles badge.
you know, it was fun. It was a good time. But the thing I remember the most was how disoriented I was after I took that headset off.
Oh
Everyone
yeah.
is.
Like, that was just kind of a miserable feeling for a little while.
Super.
Anyway, next time on Smash Team Games,
We play Xbox Connect with the Pokémon Emerald.
yeah. Honestly, I'm surprised we managed to squeeze the entire, like, I'm surprised we were able to get an entire part out of that conversation.
Yeah, actually. We talked about that pretty much the whole time.
Yeah?
Punk.